All right, folks, I have a perfect little winter beater for the right person. This is a 1998 Saturn SL1. Basically, that means it's a very basic car, which it is. About the only option it has is air conditioning. Let me start it up for you. Here's the thing. This is going to be, like I said, a very inexpensive car, but it runs really well. In fact, my nephew, who also manages my shop for me, I couldn't get him out of this car. He liked driving it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth to home. He likes the stick shift and he likes Saturn, so he really drove the hell out of this car. But anyway, it has 672 miles, and I've seen these things do well over 250,000 miles, 280,000 miles I've had them. So they will keep running. But again, it's going to be, I'm selling it so cheap that if you get the rest of the year out of it, you're in great shape. And actually, it's got over a year left on the inspection. If you can get it to run for that long, which should be no problem at all, you got a heck of a deal on this car. All right, so let's see options. Like I said, doesn't have many. It doesn't have power windows. It's got a radio that I have no idea if it works. I hate these damn things while it lights up. I'm just not a fan of aftermarket radios at all. But anyway, I know the heat works, and he told me, because he's had this since it was warm out, the air conditioner does work. As you can see, no warning lights, no check engine light. Obviously the brake light's on because it's a stick shift. Take the brake off, brake on, it does work. This is not like a little Honda Civic or, you know, blah, blah, blah Japanese car. As you can see, you know, it rattles a little bit. I mean, it's got some age on it. It's got some miles on it. But you know what? For what it is, it's going to be perfect. A horn? Horn doesn't work. Wipers do, though. I know that. Yep, wipers work. All right, let's go see how the rest of the car looks. Well, first of all, let's check out driver's seat. Not that beat up. You know, it could be cleaner, but it's not that beat up. The floor's got little rubber floor mats, Saturn. They're actually Saturn floor mats. The carpet's in pretty good shape, so that's not bad. All right, we'll come out here. We'll look at the tires. Let's see, left front tire, give that a feel. It feels like about half the tread is left there. Now, the cool thing about a Saturn of this vintage, it's made out of plastic. So unless it's cracked, it won't have any rust on it, and on the body panels I'm talking about. There'll be no rust and no dents. About the only thing that'll happen is you'll get scratches in the paint or cracks, but on this side so far it looks pretty darn good. There's your inspection sticker I was telling you about, good until 2016. And today is New Year's Eve, so that gives you almost exactly 2 years and 2 months. All right, coming along the back here, let's check this rear tire out. That one feels okay. That feels like it's a little bit more than half. Come around to this side. Yeah, a little more than half. That one feels exactly the same. Looks like the hubcaps are all present and accounted for. Yeah, actually, this one feels pretty good. So yeah, I'd say you got good tires that you're not, again, if your goal is to get this to where you know, through inspection or for the next year or two, you don't even have to put tires on it. It's that good. All right, so looking on this side, a little scratch on the right front fender. The doors look nice. Quarter panel, yeah, a couple minor scratches, nice green paint. Sorry it could be a little cleaner, but I kind of delayed doing the video on this. Don't ask me why, but I didn't, so it could be a little cleaner. It even has the Saturn rain gutters, which are nice. All right, open this up, you can see. It looks pretty nice and clean. It's not all beat up, it's not torn up, it's not stained and filthy and dirty. And as I don't even need to do the door jamb of the doors. I guarantee you there's no rust, because as I already said, they're made of plastic. All right, let's check out the back seat. There you go, little carpeted floor mats back there. Back seat's pretty nice. Check out your headliner, which usually that's like the real downfall of these Saturns. This is a rare one in that the headliner isn't complete. I mean, it's a little, you know, there, but I mean, it's usually they're falling down. That's usually the way the Saturns are of this vintage. Door panel, nice and clean, very nice. Come on to the back. It does have a 60-40 split fold down rear seat, as you can see. So you actually have a lot of space in there. Let's see what we got under here. Oh, it looks like we have our spare tire, tools, jack. Everything is represented pretty nicely. Close this up. Oh, it does have a remote trunk release, so I think that's a nice little feature. The usual luggage scratches on the trunk. but nothing bad. Rear bumper actually is in fine shape. That's usually the first thing that gets the crap beat out of it. Let's take a look, see underneath. Oh, look at that, it's got a hitch too. That's a class 2, that's not a big one, you know. Maybe you can tow, you know, like a ski-doo or a tiny canoe or something. You're not gonna tow a lot with that, but it's there if you want it. I didn't even know it was there. Okay, quarter panel looks nice, rear door looks nice. Check out the roof on this side, except for the dirt. Looks pretty nice and clean. Here's your back seat on this side, nice. Coming along this way, driver's door, looks good. And again, you can see, very nice and clean. And coming around, front fender looks good. Let's check out the front of the car. Headlights look pretty clean, pretty clear. Not all beat up, it's not busted up down below. Here, I'll let you guys take a look. There you go. Here we go, take a look, see underneath. All right, now it's got the ever popular and ever running, it seems, 1.9 liter 4-cylinder motor on this baby. And like I said, they're not the smoothest running things in the world, but they just keep running. That's what's beautiful about it. Rev this baby up. And as you can see, I got it right to the rev limiter, and there's no high rev knocks. There's no valve train noise. I mean, yeah, this actually sounds really, really good. Now, the only parts that are metal on this car are the trunk lid, the roof, and the hood. And I'm going to show you, there's one spot of corrosion on this car. I'm going to show that to you right now. And as you can see, it's right there. No big deal, a little sandpaper, a little primer, a little green paint. You have that straightened right out. Again, that'll be up to you. Like I said, I'm going to be selling this car so damn cheap that it won't really matter. You're going to love it no matter what, just because of the price. Actually, I'm going way overboard even doing a video on a car like this, but you know what? I like to give my customers a lot of value for their money. But the real value in this car is how it runs, and that's what we're going to do next. We're going to take it for a ride. Alrighty, we're going to take it for a spin now. One thing I always do, if you ever see any of my other previous videos, you know I do this. I always like to start the car ice cold and warm. It's about 25 degrees out right now, so you saw it start ice cold, and actually this car probably hasn't been running a week, and you saw it start right up. Well, now it's had a chance to sit idle and warm up, so now you're going to get to see it warm. And there we go, and as you can see, still no check engine lights, no warning lights, goes right to an idle. Just a cute, beautiful, great running little car. This is a 5-speed manual transmission, and like I said, it's got a 1.9 4-cylinder engine, so naturally, and it's true, my nephew can attest to it, this thing gets terrific gas mileage. Front wheel drive, great car to teach a kid to drive a stick on. You know, I think every kid should learn how to drive a stick shift. And my philosophy behind that is, what if there's an emergency at home and the only car in the driveway, or the only car available to them, is a manual transmission car? What do? Well, if they don't know how to drive a stick, they don't go anywhere. So I've taught all my children to drive stick shift. In fact, my youngest son just bought a stick shift Mustang off of me. So yeah, it's an important skill. But this seems to shift nice. Clutch feels really good. There's no slip in it whatsoever. It shifts nice and smooth through the gears. I'll be honest, I have an 04 Mustang, like I said, I just sold to my son. This shifts a lot smoother and nicer than that car. Seems to handle good, seems to track down the road straight. See, hands off the wheel. We're going dead straight down the road still. So there's no front end issues. I don't hear any strange noises, rattling. And I'll just shut up for a minute and let you guys listen. Yeah, 55 miles an hour, no problem. Downshift fourth, third. All right, do a little turnaround here. Now, if I had to guess, I'd say this car does not have power steering. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's easy enough to steer, but it just doesn't feel like it has power steering, which is not a problem on a little car. We're gonna head back now. Oh yeah, that clutch feels really good. Grabs really nice. And I've had enough cars with bad clutches that I can tell. right, one thing I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to do a little brake test. Nothing spectacular, nothing fancy. Basically, all it's going to consist of is me pulling into this vacant lot across the street from my place, hitting a patch of gravel at about 25 miles an hour, letting go of the steering wheel, and slamming on the brakes. Really, all you can tell is just keep your eye right here on the steering wheel. What you don't want to see is the wheel going hard to the left, hard to the right. All that'll tell you visually is that it's got a brake balance problem. But I will do my best to describe how the brakes feel. And it's about the best I can do, you know, for like a distant video type of thing. And of course, somebody's parked where I normally go, so I'll find another spot. There we go, doing about 25, hands off the wheel, and... All right, good news. As you saw, the steering wheel did not budge, meaning it's got good brake balance. The brakes felt really good. It stopped the car quickly and in a perfectly straight line. So I'm confident in saying this car does have safe brakes. All right, let me pull back across the street here without getting killed, hopefully. That'd be a hell of a New Year's present for me. All right, and away we go. All right, a little recap now. This is a 1998 Saturn SL1 5-speed manual. About the only thing it's got is a aftermarket Pioneer AM/FM CD radio, air conditioning. It's got good heat. It's nice and toasty in here right now. Other than that, you got delay wipers. Yeah, and it's, like I said, it's a basic little car, but you know what? It's gonna be a very inexpensive car. In fact, crazy inexpensive, and it'll be a great winter beater or a little commuter car too. One that you don't have to worry about if some jerk's talking on their cell phone and they smash into you or something. You know, so, you know, it's one of those type of deals. All right, let me just go one more time around the car on the outside in the sun so you can get a good look. As you can see, it's still no check engine lights, no warning lights on. 195,673 on the miles. All right. And here we go. And again, don't forget, it's got a New Jersey State inspection sticker, good for a year and 2 months. Nice little color too. I always like these green cars. Usually the most of the Saturns I get are silver or white. I don't get many green ones. All right, folks, there you have it. Nice little car for a great little price. And I'm sure this will find a really good home to someone that needs a good, reliable, very inexpensive vehicle. Thanks.